Hello, I'm Richard Belen, and again, I am here with the subject and program on women. I would like to give you a preview and some highlights on the contents of that book. The important points. Point number one, on the right concept of women. Please remember the reason for this book is that we may have the right concept and true knowledge of why God created women. God created man and women equal. There are religions who teach that they are not equal. However, the Catholic teaching says that they are equal in God's eyes. Point 2. The love that comes from women. Man who loves gives the love which they can of their own making or to their own experience. Women, on the other hand, can also give love in their own making and to their own experience. However, because they are different in make or in character, that is, man is masculine, woman is feminine, the difference that exists between the love of man and woman is great. That love of man doesn't necessarily affect people or is not necessarily acceptable, whereas the love that comes from women, because of their gift of femininity, has a different touch and influence and power of conviction. This we shall see later on more on the subject. Point 3. The way to love man for woman. Man should love woman not because he loves her for his own good, but rather because God made her. That love of man for woman creates that love which I speak about, the secret of woman's love. Again, we shall see more of this later on. Point number 4. The result of that love towards menfolk. That kind of love of woman towards our menfolk today is very clearly seen by the situations of our daily life. Men are made what they are through the love of women. Men can only be what they are because of women. Of this more we shall see later on. Point 5. The result of that love of women toward children. Parents are obliged to care for their children and especially to teach them the essential advantages of love. Fathers can teach children the importance of love. But I would give more importance to the love that the mother can give to the children. Again, it is because of their special makeup and their innate gift from God. Point number 6. The good of that love towards society. Society as a whole, or in general, every form of business or occupation or undertaking is primarily sustained and maintained by the love of woman. We shall see this more clearly later on. Point 7. The good of that kind of love to the world in general. God made the world, God also made woman. The purpose of woman in this world, we all can see how they help in our civilization, how they help in every detail where the world improves or expands, how they are in particular the source and orientation of most of our projects, and the reason why we ourselves try to improve the world. Point 8. The good to the whole of humanity in particular. Again, man is greatly helped by God's creation, and woman in particular, as he himself had established in making our helpmate in the beginning of creation. Women have always been influential in our lives, and especially according to Catholic teaching, they are more so of help to us in the spiritual level than in the natural. For in the natural level, they are very useful to us, but even more so in the spiritual level. For it is becoming more of God that He made us, not only to enjoy and love Him here on earth, but also to experience His blessings after we have lived a holy life hereafter. Therefore, we ought to open our eyes and see God's gifts and know how to use our women to help us, firstly here on this earth, and secondly to help us to attain to everlasting life, which I note as the spiritual level. Point 9. That love also sustains us and makes us attain to our ultimate goal, that is eternal happiness after our life here of serving God on earth. Point 10. The evils averted or prevented due to the presence and company of our women is greatly achieved if we only knew how to listen to their advice or to love them in the right way. That is, if we only knew the right kind of love, there would be less perversions on this earth. Point 11. The blessings obtained and achieved. In Catholic teaching, all blessings come from God, but there are ways and means to obtain such blessings. One established fact and certain means to obtain that blessing is to the right use and love of our women. This we shall see later on in more detail. Bye now, and God love you.